Today we're going to be checking out the all-new 2026 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro in the new TRD Pro color Wavemaker. Now I actually just did the TRD Pro Tundra in my last video in the same color Wavemaker. I think it looks better on the Sequoia. It looks good on this SUV, I'm not going to lie. It actually doesn't look too bad. So when it comes to the Sequoias, I love the rear ends. So this is the key fob for the Sequoia. There's nothing on the back. You just have lock, unlock, and a tailgate release. So the cool thing about the Sequoias is that we have sequential turn signals on the back and the front. There are not very many Toyota vehicles with sequential turn signals. The fronts they're very small. It's almost like you can hardly tell that they're sequential. But the rears are much cooler looking in my opinion. But I used to own a 2019 Avalon and I had sequential turn signals on that sedan. And I believe that was like Toyota's first vehicle to have sequential turn signals. So overall styling, I think this SUV looks pretty good at pretty much every angle. The rear end looks very Lexus-like. You got the giant Sequoia script written out on the tailgate. You got dual exhaust tips, and then from this angle you can see that marker light right there. Then we get a marker light on the front fender, and you get 3 marker lights on the grille. Now as for the wheels, I love the new TRD Pro wheels. You got the forged BBS black wheels. Now this Sequoia doesn't have the hubcaps, but it would say TRD on the hubcap. Pretty decent all-terrain tires on here. And the side profile looks pretty good. Honestly, I think this SUV would shine if you live on the West Coast because this looks like a surfer's vehicle. You know what I mean? It's called Wavemaker, and the fact that we have a roof rack and the spoiler right here just really accentuates the surfer vibe for some reason. We're gonna head into the back, the cargo area. Let's press the button and then tailgate rises like so. And we get access to the cargo area, which is a very hot topic for the Sequoias, specifically because all Sequoias, unfortunately, are hybrid only. I wish you can get the Sequoia without the hybrid battery. We have this gigantic hump right here that protrudes on your space. Because of that, the storage situation back here is just very interesting, to put it lightly. In my honest opinion, this is a pretty significant issue because if you look at the competition, they don't have stuff like this going on. Toyota does kind of make up for this with this shelf situation, and you can level it out by folding these forward and you get a flat floor essentially. It's very awkward, and that does give you access to some storage space below this, but again, the whole situation is just, I feel like it could have been thought out a little better. We also do get the power outlets in the back, and that's pretty much it for the rear. And to close the tailgates, you have the close button and then the close and lock button. Onto the back seat. Alrighty, getting in, we have a grab handle. We have a running board as well, which is texturized, so this will prevent you from sliding, which is pretty nice. So because this has the panoramic sunroof, it does intrude on headspace significantly. So if I'm sitting upright, my head is actually hitting the ceiling. However, you can recline the seat. There's a handle right here. You can recline it. And that frees up a lot more space. In the back seats, we get access to sunshades, power outlets, and climate control. One downside, there's no heated seats back here. Honestly, guys, for the money you're spending on the Sequoia TRD Pro in specific, you should get heated seats back here, in all honesty. We're gonna go ahead and start this baby up. I like the startup animations, those are pretty cool. Got the heated seats on full blast. So just like the TRD Pro Tundra, there's really not much else that's different, especially in the front seats. You get your gigantic 14-inch display, heated and ventilated front seats, rear locker, all the good stuff. MTS, crawl control, your TRD light bar down here. Let's turn that on. We gotta love the heated steering wheel, am I right? You get the cool perforated TRD Pro steering wheel with the red stripe. I have a Mountain Valley water bottle, and it's pretty big. They don't fit in the front because it wobbles a little bit, but they do fit in the back. However, if you have an even bigger bottle, you can actually just put it right here and you're good to go. But down here you get coin holders, tons of space, USB-C, USB-A. Then on the passenger side, we get Toyota written out. Then the glove box, pretty good size. Down here we have a wireless phone charger, which works pretty good. Some more storage space right here. Alrighty guys, we're about to take off here. But before we do that, we gotta go into drive modes, hit sport mode, and we are ready for launch. Wow. Okay, I wasn't fully pedal to the metal. However, I was pretty close. I actually like the Sequoia more than the Tundra. I like the way it drives. It drives better. And obviously, a pickup truck is going to drive a little worse, or depending on what type of pickup truck, significantly worse than any SUV. But this drives a lot more, it feels more planted, you know? I actually like it a lot more than the TRD Pro Tundra that I drove. Man, this thing hauls, guys. I know this has the same powertrain as the Tundra, but this feels quicker for some reason. It just feels better to drive. All right, let's see how the body roll is. Okay, it's not that bad. You got a brake hold feature right here, which is beautiful. You know, I will say the powertrain is pretty good in this Sequoia. You have a 10-speed automatic. Wow. Wow, this thing moves. You know, I will say, if you are ever speeding in this specific Sequoia in this color, you can't be hard to miss. You're pretty big, and you're very obvious on the road. Wow. This thing has some torque, man. I'm telling you. You put your foot in the gas, and because of that hybrid battery, you're just moving. You know, in spite of all the things that's going on with the twin turbo V6, there's good power to be had here, you know? All right. Man, this thing just moves, guys. Just moves. It's so funny because if you don't know anything about the new Sequoias, the new Tundras with a hybrid platform, you would be like, man, that thing is fast. What the heck is under the hood? So to talk about comfortability, other than how it drives, it drives great, but the seating feel, the seats aren't super comfy. They are a little firm, but I don't know if I would be able to take a very long road trip in this vehicle because the seats aren't super plushy. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. The Sequoia is just one of those vehicles that you don't really hear a whole lot about, to be honest with you. I used to own a first-gen Sequoia with the 4.7 V8. It was a 2004 limited 4-wheel drive. I still would have kept the Sequoia, however it had some significant rust problems on the frame, so I had to part ways with it, unfortunately. Second gen Sequoia, they look very bulbous and just not really attractive. However, you don't get a solid rear axle, which is, you know, a lot of Sequoia owners probably don't take their vehicles off-road anyways. So that's not the biggest deal in the world. However, you get the solid rear axle back in the 3rd gen. Yes, the 1st gens also had it. Please subscribe if you want to see some more Toyota truck content. And let me know if I should buy another 1st gen Sequoia. Peace out.